What's going on, guys? It's your boy Serrano. Welcome back to another video. And about 7 months ago, I actually purchased the Redmi Note 8 Pro, and it was a phone that at the time was really touted because of the quad camera setup. Usually when people ask me what's the best smartphone that I've ever used before, I usually mention Honor, but because of availability now in 2020, the second phone that I find myself mentioning is the Redmi right away. When they ask me about what smartphone they should pick up, it's this is like the first phone that I actually think of, and there's a number of reasons why. But let's first off start out with the build quality. Now on the right side of the phone, you're getting the volume rockers, power button. Now the phone is all pretty much, it feels like a plastic material on the back, but it does mimic glass. And so far the material has held up really well, so it actually has no scratches on it. So after 7 months, I can honestly say that's pretty impressive. But I do keep a case nearby. Right now I'm using the clear ring case with carbon fiber texture on the edges as well, and it has this ring right here that you can use as a kickstand, which I do find helpful. Bottom, you are getting Type-C headphone jack and speakers that get plenty loud. At the top, there's a noise cancellation mic, as well as a an IR blaster for controlling electronics, TVs, anything like that. Now it has a super AI camera, which is a 64 megapixel, and they offer you the ability for getting super high res photos with pixel binning, meaning that the images are combined with multiplied to create a better image with software, and I think the results come out really good. So definitely want to share some images with you. But overall, the design of this is pretty cool. You can see on the left side we have a removable SIM tray card slot where we can actually put the SIM card as well as the SD card as well. So I think that's pretty cool. And then you're getting with what feels like around it, it feels like it's metal around it, but it's actually all plastic. But some of my themes, I have 13 here to choose from, and there's just a variety of different themes here. Right now the one that I'm using is called Dark Way, so if you want to check that out, it's pretty cool. But there's just so many different themes that you can use to customize this phone. Redmi Note 8 Pro is that it just has really nice themes that you can see right here, work really nice. They're animated. You can get a ton of different themes like this. This theme right here that I'm using is called Advanced Tech. So if you wanted to check that out, you could see that it does have some moving animations there, which look really sick. Now this phone does feature 4 cameras as well, and it's something that's really crazy. It has the first one is the 64, then you got the ultra wide angle, which is the 8, a macro, and a depth sensor beneath that as well. So you're just getting a variety of different cameras to mess around with and to play around with. But also the phone has really nice software and it flows really nicely, so you're going to be able to play games like PUBG as well as Fortnite, and the camera modes on here are probably the best I've ever used. You're also getting some really good stabilization on this phone as well. When it comes to just walking around, you get image stabilization on the video, and if you wanted to mess around with the cameras, you can actually change the option for the cameras to 4K or Ultra 4K right here, and it just gives you a ton of different options to mess around with, 30 frames per second and 60 frames per second. You also do get time lapse as well as slow motion mode on here. You also do get short video right here, so you can customize it and kind of tailor the videos out to your liking as well. And when it comes to gaming, this phone is really awesome because it has the MediaTek Helio G90T on the 12 nanometer processing chip. So basically this phone is going to be able to give you really good performance when it comes to graphics and just overall multitasking. This phone has a really nice feature set in it. You can also manage your apps right here from the multitasking window, and then uninstall them if you so desire. But my version has the app tray. It's the Xiaomi Redmi Note 8 Pro, and a lot of people were telling me that they don't have an app tray on theirs. I was using the stock actual software and launcher, so the thing about it was that there was an update right here for System App Updater, and when I clicked that option, there was a list of different updates that came up on the screen at the time, and one of them, when I read it, it said App Tray. So what I did was I just hit this button where it says Update All. So I'm not sure if you ever check your System App Updater, but that's where I was able to get my app tray from. So make sure you check that out. This phone does also have the 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi network, as well as the 2.4 or whatever it is. So you're getting the 5G Wi-Fi network here. So if you wanted to just connect really quickly to download things really fast, and if you had a good connection, if your Wi-Fi in your room is trash, then it may not work. Oh, there we go. So you can see my Wi-Fi in my room is not the most convenient. Xiaomi software, they do have Mi Mover, which is the sender and receiver as well, and you can do that through the Wi-Fi. My Wi-Fi just disconnected just now. Also, this phone does have 18 watts fast charging. You can actually when you're using this phone, you get 6 gigabytes of RAM as well, and you also do get 64 gigabytes of storage, depending on what model you actually get. But I think it's pretty cool, because if you use this phone and you're using it for storage purposes, you can actually expand the storage with the 2 gigabyte terabyte card as well. So I think that's pretty cool. But it does offer a lot of cool features right now, so I definitely think it's cool. Especially the cameras are probably the best I've used for a phone in this price point. So I think that's really cool. I definitely think it's worth like checking out if you're definitely looking for a new budget phone on the market. But this phone definitely has been really solid overall, especially in the camera and performance department. So I definitely am really liking and enjoying it so far after 7 months of having it. It's actually been a really fast 7 months of having this phone, because it just flew right by. But I've took it on a couple of different vacations so far, and it just does really well in the nighttime when it comes to like photography and even taking video as well. So I definitely think that's pretty cool as well. So if you're looking for a new budget device, that could definitely does take some amazing photography. So you're gonna be able to see some amazing photos and like amazing detail with these cameras and stuff like that. So and this is like 4K footage right now. So if you were recording in 4K, just be aware that the cameras will they won't have that motion stabilization like it will be on like the 1080-60 and the 1080-30, but you're also getting some really stable footage when you actually zoom in. So it actually compensates for the 4K, but it's also really crisp and really clear. And I'm getting some really nice shots with this phone, as far as colors, and also just like the detail that it's providing from a really far distance as well. So you can see like there's a rainbow right here, and I was at Niagara Falls, and I was able to capture like this picture of the people getting kind of soaked from the waterfall, which is like this could be a wallpaper for sure. And then the Made of Mist boat right here, which was right there in the water, I was able to zoom in and still get a lot of details of those people on the boat from a super far distance. And even if you zoom in here, you could still get details on the people down below, which was really crazy. So I definitely think that's awesome for this phone. So that's why I've been recommending this phone, and especially the price is really good. A lot of people haven't really heard about Redmi, so they are available on Amazon. Also, I believe you can get them like on eBay or something like that, but they're definitely a really good phone company. And they feature some really good hardware here: Gorilla Glass, plastic frame, a really nice display which goes up to 1080, 2340, 19:9 ratio, and it's just a really solid device with a super quick fingerprint sensor. It's really customizable, but overall I would definitely recommend this phone to people, or other phones in this price point, but definitely this comes up on the list a lot. So if you found this video helpful, I definitely appreciate you guys watching. But I'll leave a link down below where you can pick up the Redmi Note 8 Pro, and I'll check you guys on the next video. But in the meantime, have a great morning, afternoon, evening, and depending where you are, have a great night. Later, crew. Peace.